Oi, this is the Profanity Gnome, and I'm here to tell you that if you're under 13 years old, fuck off this video! Get the fuck off YouTube! Get your mama to get your dad's cock out of her ears and actually be a parent! This is for adults only! And for everybody else, enjoy the video. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below what you think, you fuck buckets.
To stand out among the crowd,
even if I gotta shout out loud, till mine is the only face that you see. Gonna stand out
till you notice me. Oh hey, someone's looking spiffy.
Yes, Master Gent. I actually have big plans for tonight.
Wow, really? We're going out? Oh! What time should I be ready?
Well, actually, Master Gent, I'm be going out alone. You will be staying here.
But then who will keep you company?
Hello, Mrs. Beakley?
Yes, is Mr. Rhino present?
Ah, Beakley, you're early. I have the tickets and reservations right here if you're interested, and I already have everything planned out. Just let me communicate to my family and then we can be off. Now, Gent, you know the rules. Bed by 9. Food is in the cupboard and in the fridge if you need something. And behave yourself. And with that, we can go.
Is there a possible ship to be sailed here? Perhaps the most responsible thing to do is to make sure that their date goes without a hitch. What do you think, Gent?
Why are you not prepared for surveillance yet? This is from the confidential case files of Agent 22. The episode begins with a typical Wednesday night for the Duck family. The boys are just enjoying their TV shows, and Miss Beakley goes silent and unnoticed. Or so she thinks. Soon an assassin comes in and engages it with Mrs. Beakley in a fight to the death. But soon Mrs. Beakley realizes that this woman is an agent of foul and a nemesis from the past. But before she can do anything about it, she's hit with knockout gas. And the rest is laid off until morning. The boys are still watching TV to Uncle Scrooge's dismay, leaving the only one that he can reasonably talk to, Webby. The conversation starts off innocently enough, with Webby having random trivia facts about everything that makes Scrooge's life, well, Scrooge, but of course it devolves to Webby being Webby and making Scrooge uncomfortable with just how much trivia she knows about his life, as well as cartoonishly mimicking him, to the point where he's like, okay, I need Mrs. Beakley now. But he finds the wreckage of the fight from the night before, and a clue as to who did it.
To quote the younger generation, I've heard this movie is positively dope.
Ah, crap! A movie! How are we supposed to get in? Deadbeard, do you have any money?
Dude, I'm a pirate.
Yes, but do you have any money?
Dude, I am a pirate.
But do you have any money?
I stole like 5 wallets on the way here.
Who'd you steal those from?
Where's my wallets?
The show then proceeds to do a flashback, present-day flip-flop type of show, where we get flashbacks to Mrs. Beakley's days as a secret agent named 22 in the secret organization known as Hush, who's dedicated to protecting the world from tyranny. And we also get a cameo from a very underrated Duck character, Ludwig von Drake, who's just as entertaining here as he was in the House of Mouse. Do you know that show? I don't care. So, it says that the secret agents of Foul, who want to conquer the world, is up to no good. They're after something. And the only way that they're going to get what they're after is with the help of the treasure hunter, Scrooge McDuck, who is, well, not very secret agent-y, but he has the wealth and the know-how to get treasure, so whether 22 likes it or not, she's stuck with him. We soon immediately cut back to the present. Scrooge is going to rescue Mrs. Beakley, and Webby is raring to go to rescue her granny. But unfortunately, Scrooge says, too dangerous, you can't come. And so he takes his submarine in order to go to, well, somewhere secret. So, of course, because he told Webby no, he finds her. Hidden, stowed away. And since it's a little too late to turn back now, she can come with, under Scrooge's direct supervision. We then cut back to the past, where Agent 22 and Scrooge are at an auction to bid on an ancient tapestry, which apparently holds the secret to a secret, unstoppable formula created by the Gummy Bears. Wait, what? Is that a Gummy Bears cameo? Of all the cameos, Gummy Bears? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing the Gummy Bears, but that would mean that the secret formula that they're after is gummy berry juice. If that's what... Wow. Like, that is an ancient cameo by Disney Afternoon standards. But not unwelcome. So anyway, Scrooge is forced to get into a bidding war with Agent Fowl to his dismay, only for Fowl to end up taking the parchment anyway and running off with it. But thankfully, Agent 22 puts a tracker on her. So, well, Scrooge is satisfied that he doesn't have to spend any more money.
Ah, that was a smashing movie.
Quite right.
Oh, that movie was awful. So filled with cliches and romantic subplots. Ugh.
I mean, it wasn't so bad.
Romantic comedies always play out the same.
But it looks like Mrs. Beakley and Rhino are on the move. Come on, we can use this limo I got.
Where did you get that?
Who stole my limo? We then get to a secret island where the show proceeds to do sort of a flip-flop from past and present, showing the youthful energy of Scrooge back in the day in Agent 22 having to cover up his mess, and comparing it to the youthful energy of Webby with Scrooge having to cover up her mess, as well as getting some pretty interesting back and forth of what it was back in the day versus what it is now. It's kind of funny when you think about it. But after going through a little bit, Scrooge and Webby start to truly bond. And Scrooge realizes that while Webby knows pretty much his entire life story, and trust me, that is quite the feat, Scrooge barely knows anything about her. Like, at all. He doesn't even know her favorite drink. And he just watched her guzzle down a huge pot of tea. That's his favorite drink. But he never figured it out. Her favorite drink is juice. But Scrooge kind of just brushes off this, as the main mission is still at hand. Well, we get to the villainous lair where the past and future truly collide, as Webby turns on a old film reel where Fowl is giving their evil genius experimentation plans and threatening the world speech. And we also see this in the past tense time, and we see Scrooge sneaking up on her. But once she reveals what her actual evil plan is, of getting the serum in order to gain bouncing powers, Scrooge bursts out laughing. Because why wouldn't he burst out laughing? Because when you think about it, bouncing powers? I mean, super strength is great and all, but everybody kind of just thinks the power to bounce around is silly. Though anybody who's seen the power of a toon bounce, as well as the original Gummy Bears bounce powers, I'd be wary of mocking someone who has the power to bounce. But of course, the agents of Fowl are, well, embarrassed and are angry at Scrooge for mocking their plan, and they start to have a fight right then and there. But while they're fighting in the past, they seem to knock over the camera and the reel cuts short. And then, the Fowl agent arrives. But before Scrooge and Webby can do anything, she hits them with knockout gas. And then, that's all she wrote. This is quite the expensive restaurant. However did you afford this?
Oh, I have my own savings.
How is it that we don't have any more money so we can't get into the restaurant? Those were very expensive tickets. 5 wallets worth? Very expensive tickets. Ah, crap. Well, at the very least, these disguises will disguise us from far away so they won't recognize us anymore anyway. Dead boy, Jet boy, when exactly are you going to order food? Wait, you saw through us? Deadbeard, where did you get these outfits from? Who stole my laundry? And so everything all finally comes together. Mrs. Beakley is being kept alive only because she's the only one who remembers the formula. As being an agent of such, she was ordered to memorize it. And with Fowl threatening Webby, Mrs. Beakley does the only thing she could to protect her granddaughter. Tell the secret formula to create the gummy berry juice. So with this, the Fowl finally got their hands on the super weapon from before. But thanks to Webby, she manages to get the formula just in the nick of time and drinks it herself. And thus experiences a power that no one has felt since the 1980s at the very earliest, I believe. The power of gummy berry bounce juice. And of course, at first she has problems controlling it, but she's Webby. If nothing else, she's adaptable. But the agent of Fowl agent gets her own shot of the juice, and they begin to have a fight. They take it all the way through the base, and during this time, Scrooge and Beakley manage to escape their bonds. And while Mrs. Beakley is concerned, Scrooge realizes Webby's got this. They take the battle right into the skies, but the gummy berry juice runs out. They fight over the last drop, but unfortunately neither of them get it. But thankfully, Scrooge saves Webby, and the day is saved for her. As for the Fowl agent, well, she presumably falls to her death. Or so we're supposed to be led to believe. All that's left of her is a robot arm. So, with Mrs. Beakley recaptured, as well as getting a nifty souvenir, Webby asks what happened at the end of all of that. And so we get a brief summary. Scrooge fights the agent, but Agent 22 drinks the gummy berry juice herself, steals the formula, destroys the formula, burns the lab down, and everything is alright. Mrs. Beakley is awesome. Oh, I'm sorry, Agent 22 is awesome. And we also get a glimpse of why this Agent of Fowl had to have some necessary appendage surgery. And the lab explodes and the day was saved. And the present day is saved as well, as Scrooge and Webby have formed a deeper bond. But it also makes a point to show us the gummy berry juice may not be out of the series just yet. And that was from the confidential case files of Agent 22. Wow, this episode was a ride. Like, from all of the nostalgic flashbacks, with Ludwig von Drake, Fowl, Shush, Agent 22, character development from all parties, including the Fowl agent, and the secret throw-in of the gummy bears just on top of that? I mean, what was this episode up to? It was a ride, and I enjoyed every second of it. You know those roller coasters that don't actually build up to make the jump, but rather than just shoot you right off the rails right from the get-go? That was this. That was this episode. And I enjoyed every minute of it. What else is there to say? It was a ride. So with that being said, we're the Cartoon Gentlemen. We organized your chaos. See you next time.
I know it would be the proper gentleman thing to walk you all the way to the door, but I'm not sure if Scrooge will even let me or my family on the premises. But please have a nice night, and I hope to see you again. Well, only one thing to take care of left. Care to explain yourself, Master Gent?
Wait, how long have you known we were here?
From the moment I stepped out of the water tower.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to make sure you had a nice night.
Would this deed to a multi-million-dollar corporation make you feel better?
Okay, who the hell did you steal that from?
Gosh, you undead pirate!
To stand out among the crowd.
Even if I gotta shout out loud, till mine is the only face that you see. Gonna stand out
Till you notice me.